Hey guys, what's going on? Hayden here. Now, something came out about Mario Odyssey last night, and if you can hear a drill in the background, please pardon that. The apartment is being worked on down below, so my apologies. But there's something that came out about Mario Odyssey last night that I do want to talk about. And I'm a little mixed on this. I've seen the internet's kind of mixed on this too. And I'm referring to the fact that, I'll leave an image on screen here, but a review came out from Edge Magazine yesterday. That is really loud. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. I'll try and put some music in or something, hopefully drown it out. Anyway, the review came out from Edge Magazine last night about Mario Odyssey, and they gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 score. No surprise, they also gave Breath of the Wild a 10 out of 10. And I love Breath of the Wild, but it does have some problems with it. And one of those problems was the Korok seeds. There were just too many of them, and the reward for finding them all was not good. It was useless, pretty much. And in this picture, you guys can probably see in the very top part, it's cut off, but it says something along the lines of there are almost as many Power Moons in Mario Odyssey as there are Korok Seeds in Breath of the Wild. This is good and it's bad. Now I'll go over the good things first. This means that this is going to last you a long time. This is going to be a big freaking game. There's going to be so much to do. There's probably going to be a lot of variety in how you're finding the Power Moons, with how we've seen all these various kingdoms in the game, how they'll play differently. We've seen the different costumes that you can get to access different areas. I think there's going to be a lot to do in Mario Odyssey. There's going to be a lot of reasons to revisit levels, to, go back with new powers, all that stuff. And there's just going to be, a lot to track down. And it's actually good because we've seen in, again, I'll leave an image on screen, but we've actually seen that there's little hints for you to find these Power Moons. We saw in the last Nintendo Direct the list of the Power Moons in the Sand Kingdom. We saw that, I don't have the image in front of me, I'll leave it on screen, but like overlooking the city, and it just gives you little hints as to how you might find these Power Moons, which is already better than Breath of the Wild because you just kind of had to notice these environmental puzzles for the Korok seeds, and I did like that on its own. Made you use your brain a bit, but here's the problem though. Those Korok seeds, finding a lot of them was not that big of a problem. Finding all 900, I haven't done that yet. I probably will never do that. Finding all 900 of them, that's a little excessive. And then the fact that the goal isn't that good, like the reward you get is literally, I won't spoil it in case you really don't want to be spoiled on it. It's not good. It's pretty much useless. But I'm really hoping Mario Odyssey doesn't fall into the same traps, because again, you do have those hints to find the Power Moons, but at the same time, is the game going to get stale? How many of them are you going to need to beat the game? I'm sure you won't need all of them, but what's the reward going to be for getting them all? Is it going to be a playable Peach? If so, that's really cool. Or a playable Luigi or something. That would be a good way to, a good reason to get all those Power Moons. But is there going to be too much repetition in finding these Power Moons, I'm afraid? Is it just going to be, find one over here and then find one over here? Like, I really hope they vary what they're doing, what you're doing rather, to find these Power Moons. And I hope the reward is good, and I hope it, because here's the thing with Breath of the Wild, you could beat Ganon at any time you wanted. So I just did as much as I could before I got to Ganon. I was looking for all the shrines, I was looking for all the collectibles, all the secrets, everything. But by the time I got to Ganon, I just felt like, man, I know it's kind of my fault, but I've gone 40 hours without making real progress with the story. I just don't feel like Ganon is that big of a deal now. And I'm kind of feeling that might happen with Mario Odyssey, whereas, like, you want to collect as many Power Moons as you can before you fight Bowser. Again, we don't know how the game will be completely structured yet, just because we don't have the game yet. It's not out yet. But this is just a bit of a skepticism I have. Again, I am completely excited for Mario Odyssey. Don't get me wrong. I cannot wait to play this game. Like, I've never been this excited for a Mario game. But I just wanted to bring up that concern. Okay, let's say, for example, let's say there's 800 Power Moons. There were 900 Korok Seeds in Breath of the Wild. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, there's 800 Power Moons. In the Sand Kingdom, we saw that there were 69 Power Moons, again in that image that I had up. we saw that there were 69 power moons in the Sand Kingdom. Let's just assume on average, there's about 60 power moons per kingdom, okay? If we're assuming there's 800 power moons, that's about 13 kingdoms with about 60 power moons in them. Now granted, there could also be kingdoms with less power moons in them, and kingdoms with more power moons in them, meaning we would have even more kingdoms, which is good. That means more variety in what we're doing, and more variety in the environments. But that's still a lot of power moons. Mario 64 had 120 stars. Super Mario Galaxy 2 had 242, I believe. This completely blows that out of the water. So again, like, if you're talking just gameplay hours, you're going to get a lot out of this game. But I just really hope that they don't make it as repetitive or as tedious as finding all the Korok seeds was in Breath of the Wild. Just because, again, I love Breath of the Wild, but, you know, you start to figure out what a Korok puzzle is, and then it's super easy to figure out. You just kind of have to notice them in the environment. So I really do hope Mario Odyssey has more variety in it. Again, I think this could be good if they pull it off, but this can also be a bit of a trap that they're falling into. But let me know what you guys think. Again, can't stress this enough. Super, super hyped for Mario Odyssey. I cannot wait to play it. We're just over 2 weeks away. 2 weeks tomorrow as of this video. Oh my god, I can't wait to play. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. It really helps out a lot. Subscribe to my channel for more on Mario Odyssey, lots of Nintendo goodness, and share this around. I want to get people talking on this video. Let me know in the comments. Get other people talking in the comments. Alright, see you later guys. Bye.